LeBron, no Luka, no Reeves. But that didn't slow down the Lake Show, looking for their fourth straight. Won the Time Lord, Lakers down 7. Lakers lead by 5 late in the third. Nick Smith Jr. gets into the act.
When did he get there?
123 to 115. Nick Smith Jr. with 25 points. Let's hear JJ. Oh, but before that, the Lakers became the first team in NBA history to have 6 different 25-point scorers over a 2-game span. That's after Hachimura, Ayton, and Smith Jr. hit that mark last night, after Reeves, Doncic, and LaRavia did that the night before. Now, here's JJ after the game. All right, you heard him. Confidence, belief, and connectivity. What does that say about the Lakers' depth, I guess, at this point, considering they pulled off a win without Luka, LeBron, or Reeves? Bobby, we'll start with you.
Well, I think it says that for 8 games, and I hate giving awards out.
Well, we already gave MVP already after 8 games.
That Rob Pelinka is probably the early favorite for Executive of the Year. DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, and Nick Smith Jr. on a 2-way contract who just scored 25 points in Portland. It
be the old guy. When I covered George Karl with the Nuggets, he was amazing at doing the best with injured lineups, and I think it goes back to his CBA days. When he coached there, he had to do this. I mean, look, this is the 6 different starting lineup that JJ's had. He didn't coach in the CBA. Should we give JJ Coach of the Year? Should we do another award?
Like, I'm going to give it to him. Hey, JJ, I got you. You're the Coach of the Year after 8 games.
Coaching his off. I mean, to do what he's doing with all these different lineups. Luka's missed 4 games. LeBron hasn't played yet. Austin Reeves. Kudos to you, JJ. Hell of a coaching job so far.
David?
I don't have any real awards to give out. I guess we can give DeAndre Ayton like the "we were the most wrongest about the move" award, because this summer when that happened, we were extremely wrong. Dude, he has been tremendous so far this season. He has been integral in that pick and roll with Austin Reeves and Luka. He's at 17 and 8 for the season, and to have a game when everybody's out, you're in to get against your old team who seemed to couldn't wait to get you out of there, and you put up 29 points. This is the DeAndre Ayton story. Again, I ain't got no awards for him, but he is central to what the Lakers are doing right now.
Yeah, George.
We'll see. I mean, listen, I'm happy for the kid. I hope that he does have a resurgence. I'll say this, okay? Because I've done a number of Lakers games already this season. And as we all know on this panel, guys get a reputation. So for better or worse, by the way. Sometimes guys get a reputation being, let's just use this as an example, a great defender. And then, 7 years, 8 years into their career, they're no longer a great defender, but people still consider them a great defender. In DeAndre Ayton's case, it's been the reverse. A lot of chatter about desire, right? Deservedly so, I think, because it's not just, media types. It's players, it's coaches, et cetera, who have been around him that say that. But the Lakers are fully aware of that, and they have made him fully aware of his reputation and trying to fix that reputation. So we'll see.
Let me add one thing in here.
Sure.
There's a perception when a player is on a max contract and when a player is making $8 million a year.
Sure.
That's the nature of the beast here. When you look at a player that you think is overpaid versus a player making $8 million and can give you 28 points and 9 rebounds in Portland, and you think it's probably one of the best value contracts in the NBA. That's how we look at things right now.
There's also a pressure when you put on that jersey, and I think there's a different standard that he's playing with now, too.
Fair point. We'll talk. Well, I'm sure we'll have plenty of Lakers to talk about throughout the season. It won't be the last time. All right, time to take it coast to coast. Let's start in the middle of Texas. Rockets, Amen Thompson with a season-high 27 points last night. But check out this play from the second quarter. He misses the free throw, but stays with it, snags his own rebound, kicks it to Şengün, who sends it right back for the reverse slam to finish the job. Mark, Rockets are quietly stacking wins. What's clicking for them?
Man, I'm going to nickname him Hallelujah. I mean, he stepped in for Fred VanVleet, played out of position, and been incredible. So, I mean, I expect this team to get even better.
All right, let's move on to Denver. Jokic, he scored his own season high yesterday, 34 points against the Kings. But check out this pass. He nearly took Sabonis' head out here. Still hit Aaron Gordon in stride. David, where do you rank Jokic's passing game right now?
Give him a haircut.
As a great pass, Sabonis is one afro away from a really good defensive play. He got to grow that thing out if you want to stop some of those passes. A little disappointing. Jokic, a couple of games without a triple-double. He's kind of falling off a little bit. He's got to do a little bit better out there. Come on, Jokic.
It's funny. All right, let's move on from the Joker to Julius Randle, showing out in Brooklyn to get his first triple-double, speaking of triple-doubles, as a T-Wolf, leading Minnesota past the Nets with 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. as the Wolves keep it rolling without Ant. Bobby, what's standing out to you about Randall's this season?
Well, how about this stat line? 26, 7, and 6 to start the year. I think the big thing that stands out is 43% from three this season here. He is keeping this team above water until Anthony Edwards comes back.
All right. Joining us with a developing story in the Eastern Conference, senior insider Shams Charania. Shams, what are you hearing about help coming Cleveland's way?
George, I'm told all-star guard Darius Garland aims to make his season debut on Wednesday against the Philadelphia 76ers. Remember, he underwent surgery to repair a big toe injury in June. He was slated to miss about 4 to 5 months in rehab. There was a sense he might be out until December, but his return is coming much sooner than that. He made tremendous progress in his rehab process, and the Cavs certainly need his offensive burst with Max Strus out a significant part of the year. And Jarrett Allen right now is trying to play through a fractured finger. Look at this, only 2 players last season averaged 20 points, 5 assists on 40% three-point shooting. Nikola Jokic and Darius Garland, he is set to return as soon as Wednesday.
Yeah, we saw those numbers with and without, certainly. Shams, you're the man. Appreciate you. Thank you as always. All right, let's move on to the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns and the Knicks undefeated at home to start the season. Hosted the Wizards last night. There's Cat with the left. Later in the second, Towns backing down Alex Sarr. Sorry, young man.
Volleyball.
Towns went for 33 points on 50% shooting in this one, both season highs. That's after he averaged 18 a game on 38% shooting in his first 6 games. Here's head coach Mike Brown on Cat's big night. Get that coach because he's on my fantasy team. So anyway, Knicks 4-0 at home to start the season, but 0-3 on the road under Mike Brown. David, what does the best version of this team look like?
It's the version where Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive. One thing that Mike Brown is going to do is he's going to see a mismatch and he's going to tell his player to go there and attack that mismatch. And last night, he said, Karl Anthony Towns, go make Alex Sarr food. I want to go to that play in the second quarter that we showed earlier. Karl Anthony Towns that we need throughout the rest of the season. Not the Karl Anthony Towns that put up 8 points against Giannis. He needs to see every defender and think that they have an Alex Sarr jersey for the rest of this season because where he goes is where the team goes as much as Jalen Brunson.
I want him around the basket. I want him less around the three-point line. Last night, he 24 attempts, a third were from 3. We didn't show the first 3 attempts were all three-pointers. I think he just becomes so reliant on there. I know he's described himself as the best shooting big out there. But as you could see, the dominance of him around the basket. Similar like how we've talked about Victor a little bit here. When he's close there, you could see how good he could be.
Oh, yeah. You know, why didn't we talk about the Bulls winning a championship when they're at 5-0? It's early in the season.
Well, the Knicks were also in the conference finals.
So
a little different.
I mean, but why are we so hard on the Knicks when they had a tough start? Yeah. We got to remember, like, Mike Brown just got there, right? Cat played in 3 preseason games. Josh Hart played in 1 preseason game. Mike is implementing. I think Cat, what you're seeing is him just rounding into shape more. After the time he missed, you know, the preseason is so laughable in the NBA now. The training camps are so laughable. They need more time. So I think you're going to see star players like Cat, start to round into shape, play better. And I think Mike is going to get even more for this team as they get more comfortable with him.
And listen, I'm with you. Like 20 games is usually the benchmark when we start to really make real determinations about teams. I think that's a fair assessment to your point, Mark. All right, the Knicks bench, though, has gotten a big boost from Jordan Clarkson this season. He and Josh Hart go way back to their Lakers days. Take a listen on how they both describe being reunited in New York.
I don't really curse anymore, but amazing. I love JC. JC, he's a professional scorer, man, so we want him to go out there and shoot the ball. We want him to be aggressive. I want him just playing his game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think he got a good paycheck, so he's a little bit more. Nah, he's been the same guy, man. He brings a lot of energy.
Made his return to Indianapolis. Giannis Antetokounmpo made it an unforgettable game. Giannis having some fun. Turner with some sarcastic waves to the fans, but Giannis went to work and got his teammates back. Here's the throwdown on Jarris Walker.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take another look. and he signed this poster for Jared.
That's the signature?
Yeah. More thumbs down, too, from Giannis. Giannis full heel here, like a wrestling heel. We jump to the fourth, 20 seconds left. Pacers down 2. Aaron Nesmith, he gets the drive and the finish. Game now tied at 1:15. Here's Doc on the next huddle.
But we told everybody we're taking the last shot.
Now, Giannis has struggled in his career in these spots, only going 3 for 10 in game-tying or go-ahead field goals with under a second left. He'd missed 7 straight entering Monday. But, of course, last night, he's going to get the ball with 10 seconds left against Indiana. He gets the switch on Nesmith, backs him down at the elbow. Turnaround jumper here. Over 2 players. Got it to go at the buzzer. Giannis gets mobbed by his teammates. Silences the crowd. Little shush action there. And more thumbs down from Giannis to the Pacer fans. He also became the first Buck since Mo Williams in 05 to get 30 points in a game winner at the buzzer. Giannis finished with 33 and 13. Bobby, you want to say something?
The double was just a little bit too late here, but here's the guy. He doesn't make that shot if this is 3 years ago.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's been 7 years. Let's hear after the game.
It's instincts. Like the moment I was spinning, I felt his guy coming, and I saw Miles for like a split second underneath the basket. But I knew that it was 1 second I had to shoot the ball. You can leave if you miss. You cannot live if you don't shoot it. People don't remember the time you miss, they remember all the time you make, so I'm happy about that.
It's been a special start this season for Giannis. Last night, Giannis recorded his 154th career game with at least 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, tying Elgin Baylor for the 3rd most such games in NBA history. He's just 6 away from Oscar Robertson for the all-time lead. It was his 6th straight game with at least 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. The 2nd longest streak to start a season in NBA history. He's 1 shy of tying James Harden back in 16-17. And Giannis hasn't missed much this season, shooting 68%, the 4th best shooting percentage in the shot clock era over the first 6 games of the season. Best since Barkley back in 87-88. And that's with a minimum of 75 attempts. All right. So we saw everything we got to see there after the game. Doc Rivers told the team that the Bucks weren't going to let one guy lose this game, but it would be hard to not say no to the one that actually did win it. So, David Dennis Jr., I'm going to start with you. What has changed in Milwaukee that has Giannis off to such a historic start?
I think Giannis just has this massive chip on his shoulder, and last night came because he was at the scene of the crime where everything fell apart last year. Dame gets hurt. They had an embarrassing loss in the playoffs. Halliburton's dad is in his face, and you come into this season, everybody's saying you do not have a chance and that you should have left Milwaukee and you don't have a shot in the East. This dude right now, Giannis, is carrying this team and playing as the best version of himself. He has a 40 PER, which is the greatest of all time by a wide margin. He is attacking the basket relentlessly. He is making 11 buckets at the basket. That's 20 to 22 points right there in automatic layups and dunks. This dude is taking this team on his back, and right now the sky's the limit because Giannis is playing the best we have seen him so far.
Well, David Dennis Jr., thank you so much. By the way, George Sedano in for Malika Andrews. David Dennis Jr., you just heard there. The Hall of Famer Mark Spears and our NBA front office insider Bobby Marks. Bobby, what do you think about all that?
Well, as David said, he's got a chip on his shoulder here. I think you forget the brilliance of Giannis. There's only a handful of players out there we can call franchise-level players. But I think what we learned last year from that Indiana series is there's kind of a blueprint as far as how this team can be successful. Just put all shooters around him. Put Giannis out there, certainly Miles Turner, but when you have, certainly Gary Trent Jr. and A.J. Green, players give you the volume shooting here. This team could be dangerous in that Eastern Conference that, as we've talked about, is wide open.
Whether it was Middleton or Dame, he's always had that number 2 guy, right? The guy to go with him. He doesn't have it now.
Right.
So he's doing Wilt things. These are Wilt Chamberlain-type numbers. I do wonder if it's sustainable. But he's actually playing 2 less minutes than he did a season ago.
That's crazy.
coach doing this. It's absolutely incredible. Can he do this every night? 82 games. You know, he hasn't played over 75 in a while, even though 75 is a high number.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's sustainable, but what I've seen is MVP.
Oh, right, for sure. I don't think there's any question. Not that we're giving away the MVP award after 6 or 7 games, but if there were a guy we were giving it to, it would probably